Babanat everyone. So first of all, thanks for 100 subscribers. It means a lot to me that we are getting closer to world domination step by step. But today I got 5 little details for Silksong which you might not have heard of yet. So first up I gotta say, the info in this video isn't anything major. It's just some little things from the demo that I noticed that many haven't noticed. So you'll see no new bosses, no new NPCs, and no explanation why the game isn't upside down, although Team Cherry is from the sacred place of Australia. Now, where did this info come from? Well, it's from some videos I found who give us the very first look at the demo recorded directly from the TV with full audio. It's from some kind of Spanish expo or something, cause all channels who uploaded this seem to be making content in Spanish. Now, I got no idea where exactly the footage is from, because I don't speak Siesta, but anyway, we are gonna start off easy and gonna get to the nitty gritty towards the end. First up, we got the most obvious thing you didn't know, or rather, haven't heard of until now. The sound. Like, oh my gosh, seriously, after you finish this video, go to the videos in the description and see and hear for yourselves. The Moss Grotto theme and the Lace boss fight theme might be one of my favorite themes ever. The music is seriously out of this world, and the sound design, so for example ambient noises and enemy sounds, are on point too. Next up we got the visuals. Now you might think that the visuals are practically the same as the first game, but Silksong has got way more foreground layers. And I'll just show you some side-by-side comparisons from Silksong and the original Hollow Knight. And I know I could have noticed this of course as soon as the demo was shown off, but I simply didn't. And I think many didn't. So this visual upgrade looks so good when you realize it. And there might be some more background layers as well, or at least they look more interesting than in Hollow Knight. The next thing is the first thing I am sure almost no one noticed so far. When we got to the treehouse section from Nintendo's E3 and Hornet got to this skull crawler, she was able to refill her spool of silk in one go, which shouldn't happen. And in this demo, it didn't happen. It just refilled hit by hit, a chunk at a time. Now the reason might be that this bug only occurs sometimes. Or the demo got updated and the bug got sorted out. Either way, it's a bit of a head scratcher, I think. Or should I say skull scratcher? No? Okay. The next little detail is again a visual detail, and probably one of the things that is most well known among the community by now. They made the way you interact with objects look more dynamic. Normally in Hollow Knight, signs would just break, or lamps would also just break. But in Silksong, these things actually, for example, swing around, so they have some kind of more advanced physics attached to them. It's a very minor detail, and yet something to make the world feel even more alive. Now this last detail is definitely the most interesting, and that's why I saved it for last. The demo is missing its entire Spanish translation. This makes me question when the demo was made and why the demo is playable without a translation, cause it's kinda weird. But again, since I don't speak guacamole, I don't know where these videos exactly came from. While for example places and the talk prompts are blank, the place where you open your way up to lace and the dialog boxes are actually there, but not translated. Instead, they have some kind of placeholders. Now let's dissect these placeholders and see what we can see there. The first one is quite simple. It just says blank space at the start. This is probably a reminder to get to the parts where translation is missing easier. At the end we get the detailed information like Node 1, Node 2, etc. And in the middle we see the most interesting thing. It seems to be some kind of category. Inspect for the node seems to be quite reasonable. Forge Daughter has the Forge category, which fits. And also noticeable is that the Forge Daughter's placeholder also says Demo Meet, which indicates that what she says in the demo is not what she says in the finished game. Maybe she uses some words in the finished game which might give us too much insight on the lore, etc., and that's why they cut it out for the demo. Last and definitely not least, Lace belongs to the Wanderers category. Now there are many ways to interpret this. Are all NPCs who we meet in different places called Wanderers? Or is she labeled as a Wanderer because she is looking for her place in the world? Or, and that's the one I believe is the most likely, she belongs to a so-called group named, or at least nicknamed by the devs, Wanderers. Now we can't say anything if this group, if it exists, is directly working for the Citadel, which is probably responsible for cursing Falum, or if they work towards something totally different. But it's still interesting, because this placeholder isn't there unintentionally. It must mean something. There also must be multiple Wanderers, that's why it's plural. And whatever they are up to, we will find out about it once we play the game. Now, I'll return to my state of sitting in my room and refreshing Team Cherry's website to hopefully be among the first to get some news about Silksong. I have a feeling something's coming. And I have a feeling, I'm only saying I have a feeling because I went insane on the fucking hype train. Because I want some Silksong news as much as the locals in my rural hometown want heroin. No, seriously, we kinda have a problem here. But anyway, that's it for now, my fellow higher beings.